The world of Pokemon, if real, would abjectly be a pretty mortifying place to live. Look, all I'm saying is I was a pretty sensitive child as is. If I walked outside when I was 10 years old and saw a centipede the size of a Ford Focus, you best believe I am not leaving my house for a decade, okay? However, even in the sanitized, child-friendly version of Pokemon in which our favorite lovable ding-dongs reside, frankly, still a bunch of really messed up things still happen. But in a world with infinite potential for harm in a society where 10-year-olds are haphazardly thrown to the 6-foot hounds, who is the most scarred? Who got done the dirtiest? Who is getting the worst permanent trauma?
And you know,
who doesn't love a cheeky little tier list? I love tier lists. Oh my god, I love tier lists, man. So I created one. Starting with blue. Alrighty, fantastic.
blue.
What is the root of this man's trauma? Now on the surface, Blue seems like a pretty accomplished guy. Former world champion, current gym leader, somehow knew how to drive at age 10, you know, that's pretty neat. Oh, but all this man ever wanted to do was be the best. He wanted to be the champion, he wanted to catch them all, and he wanted to prove to his grandfather that he was worthy. You ain't getting squat from Professor Okoke, who not only does not congratulate his grandson on becoming the best trainer in the entire region,
But
also scolds him for losing? Like, I want you to imagine getting a 99 on your test and a scholarship to a fancy college, only for your grandfather and de facto male role model in your life to tell you that no, you're actually a fucking loser because your shithead neighbor next door, he got an 100 on his test and already graduated with a PhD in thugonomics. Blue not only has to witness all of his extremely impressive body of work being ignored completely, but also the equivalent of being disowned all because his friend came in over-leveled or, I don't know, showed up with an incomprehensible Lovecraftian abomination of code. To be fair, it could be far worse. Man still got a future ahead of him, man still got bright prospects, but for all that, I'm going to place B, L, U, E in the A tier. Man. Alright, who's up next in my pile of horribly cropped PNGs?
silver.
Fantastic. Silver can also go in the A tier for absolutely this man is going to be spending lots of money on the private health sector. Yeah, that works. Look, if you ever watch The Sopranos or any other mob drama, if you're the kid of a mafia mob boss, it never really ends up well for anybody. And given that Silver is the son of big bad rocket boss Giovanni, he clearly knew about all of the unsavory shenanigans that were going on in Papa's crimeria. Theft? You bet your diddy that Silver knew about that. Kidnapping and extortion? Just another average day in beautiful Kanto, alright? And now I'm not gonna say that, you know, Giovanni is ever killed.
Murdered. Killed, I mean murder.
But if he did,
all I'm saying is,
we wouldn't know about it, but maybe Silver would, okay? Because the stupidest f***ing video of all time, man. And all I'm saying is Silver would not exist with so much hate in his dang heart if clearly he didn't witness some pretty messed up things from Team Rocket. And also, to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure that Kanto is just not a nice place to live in general. It's probably like the equivalent of living in the outskirts of either direction of Detroit. It's just not advisable, it's just not worth it, okay? Good lord, it is so unreasonably hot in here. I hope whoever designed my room to be like the inside of a pressure cooker has overcome their Benadryl addiction.
Good lord.
Alright, who's up next in the paper mill? Natural Harmonia Groupius. Now, via any metric of decency, I should be placing this man in the highest tier alone, just for that name, okay? We can dig a little bit deeper, alright? Well, let's start with being adopted. Fantastic start. But no, not just that. Before he was adopted, he was living alone in the wild. Oh, buddy, yeah. Try adjusting to normal life, speaking with nothing but creatures that could torch your hair out at any second. But you also gotta remember, this is all before being taken in by this incredibly threatening man, who not only is the leader of a cult, also grooms N to be the new king of Unova, while only using him to gain political power. Only then, after all is said and done to completely disown him. Look,
Okay.
I know some people aren't really cut out to be dads, okay, but I would far rather my father be absent in my life than actually just use me for the sole purpose of, I don't know, overthrowing the monarchy. Actually, no, that's like incredibly based, but like you get the example I'm trying to lead, okay? But yeah, that is almost as bad as it gets. This dude can go in the Pokémon Adventures tier. Oh, by the way, S tier is called the Pokémon Adventures tier. Why is it called the Adventures tier? Shut up, don't ask me that. Here's an image of all the times people get stabbed. Brutal stuff. Who the hell is this dude? Oh, right, yes, AZ. That 3,000-year-old king from Pokemon X and Y, I remember now. Essentially, this dude has been rendered immortal for about 3,000 years.
No.
3,000 years is really a lot of time to see some shit, but conversely, 3,000 years is also a long time to, you know, maybe get your shit together. But given the fact that it's 30 centuries later and this man still has a team of level 60 Pokemon, I really don't think he's actually gotten his stuff sorted out yet. Probably not doing too well based on that fact alone, and yeah, nah, there's also the origin of the fact that he had to watch his entire kingdom die out, watch every single person he possibly cared for die before his eyes.
But
He's most upset about a flower. Also, yeah, war, whatever, violence, but like... What we got? What do we got? Drum roll, please. Don't enter drum roll. Lily and Gladion. Fantastic. Instant adventures tier. This is like peak family trauma here, let me tell you what. Down to the weird fetishistic alien fusion that always seems to happen with these stories. Wait, what? And yeah, I also suppose having your mum exist with a complex unhealthy enough to make Dr. Phil pass a whole ass kidney stone, that probably wouldn't help growing up either. And hell, thinking about it, most families don't have their mum attempt to clone God in the basement as well. Yeah. Look, let me tell you what, okay? I ain't no psychiatry, but usually when we talk about family dynamics, they really don't leave room for the father of the family being abducted by the void, okay? Like, what do you even do in that situation? What, you claim life insurance and just say, oh yeah, my dad got taken by a portal in the sky. You ain't doing shit, man, that's cooked. Tremendous, who is finishing the bracket? Arvin! Bro had a life so traumatizing I had to change my goddamn shirt, okay? But anyway, who gives a shit? This dude's parents are like dead, but they're also robots. But also the dead parent, but not robot, almost destroyed the entire country. I'm just saying words right now. I'm assuming everyone's played the game. If you haven't played the game, why are you 8 minutes into this video, dude? Read a book. Read The Barefoot Investor. Read The Barefoot Investor. Make some money. I'm not making money. Bullshit, man. I gotta go to work later.